Too much caffeine? Here's what they're not telling you. And get this, it can take up to 32 bottles of water to balance the acidity from just one soda, coffee, or energy drink. Is that over-caffeinated isn't just jitters and anxiety. It can lead to actual caffeine-induced disorders, toxicity, and even long-term nervous system imbalances. I'm just here to help you feel better, live longer, and have real, lasting energy. Hey fam, if you drink coffee, soda, or energy drinks daily, this might be a wake-up call that your body's been asking for. And I'm not here to shame your caffeine fix or addiction. I'm just here to help you feel better, live longer, and have real, lasting energy. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with someone who you feel like needs to hear it or might be interested in it. Links for everything I talk about today are in the description, including a $10 off and free shipping code for the healthy energy option I use daily. Caffeine culture reality check. Let's be honest. Caffeine is our culture's drug of choice. But what most people don't realize is that over-caffeinated isn't just jitters and anxiety. It can lead to actual caffeine-induced disorders, toxicity, and even long-term nervous system imbalances. The maximum recommended dose per day of caffeine, 400 milligrams. The actual recommended dose is around 100 milligrams a day. Now, 400 milligrams, that's about 2 large cups of coffee, and depending on the brand, it could be even less than that. But the side effects, they can start as early as 100 to 200 milligrams, especially for women, those that are underweight, and people with anxiety and gut issues already. What too much caffeine does. Here's what happens when you overdo it with the caffeine. Afternoon crashes, irritability, insomnia or poor sleep, hormone disruption, gut imbalances, headaches, rapid heartbeat or heart palpitations, which is very serious, and I've actually heard of teenagers ending up in ERs from energy drinks, rapid heartbeat or heart palpitations, and dehydration. Yes, even though it's a drink, it is dehydrating a lot of times. And what people rarely hear is that it takes 6 to 10 hours for caffeine to actually leave your system, and sometimes more depending on your liver, meds, or hormone levels. 6 to 10 hours. So if you drink some, say, at noon, then it's going to be probably at least 6 to 10 p.m. before that caffeine is wearing off, just from that one. Water depletion and acidity. And get this, it can take up to 32, yes, that's 32 bottles of water to balance the acidity from just one soda, coffee, or energy drink. That means your skin, your brain, your gut, your energy, and your mood are running low all day. Hidden dangers, additives, and ammonia? So it's not just the caffeine. We're talking about flavored syrups, whipped cream, dyes, and preservatives that wreck the gut and the energy, like sugar crashes when we're already having caffeine crashes. Did you know that Starbucks once had to pull their caramel flavoring because it was found to contain ammonia? Yes, ammonia. Now that's on top of the insane sugar content, chemicals, and calories that people consume in the morning just to get going. It's not energy. It's literally chaos in a cup. There is a better way. Don't worry. I won't leave you hanging without a resource. I used to drink sodas daily. Then I tried energy drinks. And finally, coffee. But I'd crash by 2 p.m., feel anxious, and then toss and turn all night, which would then just perpetuate the cycle because then I'd be tired the next day and feel like I needed to caffeinate, and over the cycle went. As a matter of fact, here's a little trigger warning for those of you that may have had a kidney condition before. I'm going to tell you a little story really quick. I always hated the taste of coffee. I had never really drank any until I was 19 and I was in the Air Force at my bomb school. I was on the night shift, which was 4 p.m. to midnight. The only thing in the room that we had access to drink was a coffee pot. We did have soda machines down the hall for our 2 breaks that we got. I thought, well, I need to stay awake, so I'll try some coffee. Well, I hated the taste, so I killed it with about half cream and sugar with a half coffee. After 2 weeks, and I mean only 2 weeks of drinking this coffee, I apparently have very sensitive kidneys as well as skin, eyes, and everything else. I went to form up one day, went to use the restroom right before forming up, and you ladies know what I'm talking about. It wasn't that time of the month, but there was a lot of blood. I tried to reason it in my head. I told my leader that something had happened, and just so that they were aware. Well, later that night, it happened again in class. Well, it continued to happen for 4.5 months. My kidneys bled for 4.5 months before we finally pinpointed it to the fact that I had started drinking coffee. I ended up with nephritis for those 4.5 months. have some permanent kidney damage, and the nephrologist told me I was only a few weeks away from being put on dialysis for the rest of my life at the age of 19. All of this because of the coffee. So I do take this very seriously, and while I am not attacking anybody, I do feel it's important to raise awareness about this, because while my kidneys may be more sensitive, make no mistake, if someone is overusing caffeine especially, there's going to be damage. There's going to be damage somewhere. You're going to have frequent urinary tract infections. You're going to have frequent headaches, dehydration. There's going to be issues, and this is very serious. So I'm not attacking anyone. I'm not coming for anybody. I'm just trying to give you all the facts so that you are aware and you can make the best decision for yourself, whatever that may be. And as always, this is a safe space and a judgment-free zone. So just because I give the facts on something, or I may not like something, does not mean that I judge others for using it. I may be concerned, but I am not judging. So that's why I really felt, even though I've filmed 3 other long videos and 4 or 5 short videos that I haven't edited yet, when I thought of doing this, I thought, yeah, I'm going to have to get this out there like pretty quick, because this to me is something that's pretty important for our overall health. Our kidneys are something that we obviously need to survive. Sorry, that quick caveat. I just feel like it's important that we at least have the facts so that we can make the best decision again. So now, back to what I was saying. Now, I don't drink any coffees, obviously. I don't drink Cokes. I don't drink energy drinks. And yet, I have more energy than some of these girls running around here that are half my age that do drink coffee and energy drinks and all the things. So, how do I do it at almost 47 years old? Well, I drink happy juice. Those of you that know me have heard me say this probably many times, because it has really changed my life in the last year and a half that I've had it in my life. It's a clean, hydrating alternative with both non-caffeinated and caffeinated flavors. So if someone didn't want the caffeine or wanted to drink theirs later in the day, they could just get one of the non-caffeinated flavors, such as grape or watermelon. Or you could try the mango, which is our caffeinated happy juice. And even the most caffeinated versions only have about 100 milligrams of caffeine. And when I add in the Energy Plus add-in, that's about 155 milligrams of caffeine, and that gets me through my day just fine. What I actually do now is I drink my happy juice first, and then I drink my Energy Plus, so that I'm getting at least those 2 bottles of water in the first half of the day. And then I just make sure that I get at least 1 more bottle of water in the last part of the day. So it kind of helps me keep up with my hydration as well as keep me hydrated. Now with this energy add-in, I get better focus and stamina than most people half my age, like I was saying, who drink coffee. And I sleep like a baby, because I'm able to get all of my energy out during the day and I'm not crashing and napping and stuff. I sleep great now. And I used to be on like the highest dose of benzos, and now I don't have to take anything to sleep. To me, that is amazing. Plus, it means I'm drinking more water now, because I mix in the happy juice with it, and then like I said, I drink the Energy Plus after that. And this means better hydration, mood support, gut-brain balance, and natural energy. Win-win. Happy juice is also great for helping the skin be balanced and glowing as well. Which, by the way, I'm not even wearing any makeup. I do have a little bit of tinted sunscreen on my cheeks and the tip of my nose, but that's it. It literally, it's just my skincare. So it really does help the skin glow and balances it, because I have PCOS, and I would normally be broke out somewhere if it wasn't for the happy juice helping to balance my gut and my skin, which most skin conditions come from the gut. So you fix the gut, you fix a lot of that skin stuff. And this isn't just swapping your drink. It's about getting your life back. Your mental health, your skin, your sleep, your energy, your water intake, your gut health. Every sip counts. And it's not just about how you feel today. It's about how you're going to feel 10 years from now. I want you to feel empowered, not overwhelmed. That's why I'm here, to help you with this stuff. If you're curious about Happy Juice, I'll drop my link in the description with the $10 off and free shipping code attached. Even just trying the non-caffeinated version can really change everything. Plus, you can get the energy add-ins, and that way you can have with or without caffeine if you want. Happy Juice with caffeine has about 100 milligrams, and the Energy Plus add-ins only have about 55. And we also have Energy Plus without caffeine if you don't want the caffeine at all, but still want the all-day energy. Even just trying the non-caffeinated version can change everything. Now, tell me below, are you cutting back on caffeine or maybe thinking about it? And how much do you typically drink a day? Do you know how many milligrams of caffeine you're normally drinking a day? It might be good to kind of keep up with that, whether it be from the manufacturer's package if you make it at home, or from the retailer you buy it from. Maybe keeping an eye on the milligrams of caffeine intake that you get a day. might be a good idea, especially if you've had issues with sleep or insomnia, with your gut, your acid levels, just a lot of stuff. Also, I want to mention that unless it explicitly says on the label that it's mold-free, most coffees contain mold, which, as we know, is not good for us to be drinking too. So there's also that. Having that high of a mold content in your body, it's going to make you feel, as you can imagine, not great. So there's a lot healthier forms of caffeine and amounts of caffeine that can do you better and that you can actually get health benefits with, rather than the side effects of the bad caffeine. So it's just options that I wanted to point out for you. Now tell me below, please, where you're coming from. In my introduction video, I don't know if I asked, but if you haven't caught that yet, please feel free to watch it. I go into a little bit more about my qualifications and licenses and stuff. And yeah, please say hello and tell me where you're coming from. And if you've got a business, you have a channel or something, please drop it below. I'd love to follow and help support you too. And again, please don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss a thing. I'll also put a link to the free guide that I created, 5 Steps to Breaking the Grind. You get that free for joining our email list. And don't worry, I don't sell anyone's information and I don't spam anyone. I just deliver real resources and tools that I believe will help people live their best lives, or at least remove the obstacles that are keeping them from living their best lives. Be sure to check out the description. Get yourself your free guide. It's short, it's powerful, and it can help you start taking aligned steps today. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave your comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Let's do this together. Healthy, wealthy, and wildly aligned. Till the next video, I'll see you later.